Where did the chunk of the gel go? Why is it missing? This is one of the topics we are going to discuss in today's video, and also we will transform these nails into beautiful winter-themed stiletto nail art. Coming up. Hello guys, Anastasia here. I got a little sick, that's why my voice is going to sound like that. This is the client for today, and if we take a look on some nails, we will see that the second layer is kind of missing, like there's a chunk of the gel that technically just fell off, and also on the thumb almost the entire product is missing. There are many reasons why it may happen, but in this particular one it is 100% the lamp. The product was not properly cured. As I file it off, you can see that the layer is very thin, so thick application is definitely not the issue. Application itself is also not bad, and the prep was okay. So the only reason why it could happen is that simply the lamp was not powerful enough. How much power will be enough for curing color gels? For most products, 36 watts is enough. But if you're also using gel paints doing different kinds of nail art, I recommend to use at least 48 watts. Usually it will be enough to cure most products, including polygel and hard gel. This gel manicure was super easy to remove. You guys are asking me how long should it take to remove the product? Well, it depends. With this one it took me about 10 minutes, maybe even less, to file it off, but with some clients it takes a lot longer because the application is thicker. Then we proceed to the prep, as we are going to do extensions. I push back the cuticles with a pusher, and then I'm going to do dry manicure. Speaking of different problems that may occur during the work, such as chipping product on the free edge, lifting, and so much more, I have a game on my Instagram. If you're following me, then you know this for sure. I do this game from time to time in my stories. It is called Nail Detective. I post different kind of pictures with nails of my models or clients where there is a problem, such as product lifting or a crack on the side or something else. And you guys always have a chance to solve this case. Once you guys respond, I'm going to analyze few answers and explain why this one is correct and why another one is not. If you've ever seen this game in my stories or participated, please let me know, and if you haven't, then you should definitely try it. Follow me on Instagram, it's the same handle as here, Nailcou. We are going to do stiletto nails, that's why I tapered the form for stiletto shape, then I applied dehydrator and non-acid primer. At this point we all got tired of all the holiday theme, you know, all the Santas and Christmas trees and so on, but winter is still here, at least in Russia. I mean, technically, officially, the winter is like 3 months, but the actual snow will be 4 months, sometimes even 5. So we decided to create something winter style. Then I apply base coat, cure it for 30 seconds in LED, and use the clear gel to build the foundation. If your goal is to create a clear, transparent glass, icy nails, any kind of nails that will have some transparent spots in them, the best product to achieve this look is definitely hard gel. Unfortunately, acrylic or polygels are not as clear. After building the clear foundation and curing it for 30 seconds in LED, I'm going to add some flakes, some kind of colorful glitter, only on one side, because this is the idea of the upcoming design. I also added some shimmer around it, but as it turned out later, it was not really necessary because you could barely see it. And then I encapsulate it all with a clear gel. Fully cure it for 1 minute, then I take off the form, take off the sticky layer and going to slightly shape it. This is not the finished nail yet. I would say this is like a half finished nail. It's still kind of flat. We do not have enough product for apex yet. I don't do the actual filing and shaping. I mostly file only the sidewalls just to make sure that they're on the right spot, and I will not apply too much product next. Then I apply gel right on this spot where we have this glitter and flakes right on the top. Take some saran wrap right on the top, and then I'm going to move it around. You can use any tool. I'm just using the back side of my brush, and it is better to use a medium consistency gel for it since it is going to stay in place and then cure for 30 seconds. I love this moment when you take it off and we see this beautiful cracked ice look. I'm using the regular scissors just to cut the extra parts off because I'm kind of lazy and I do not want to do any extra filing. Then I'm going to use a blue gel polish and apply it on top of the nail. But remember, we have some space where the nail is not smooth, where we just did this cracked ice look. As I apply the color, I try to avoid this spot with the cracked ice and kind of outline it. By the way, I didn't take off the sticky layer after curing. I think it's better this way, because this is how the blue color is going to blend into clear. Blend it a little bit towards the center and also use an ombre brush to blend it even better. Then I cure it for 1 minute and apply the second coat, which by the way was not necessary as well. This is my first nail, by the way, with this design, but then when I did the rest of them, I realized that it was okay even with the first coat. When I was trying this design on the first nail, by the way, this is the one, the thumb, and I decided to record it right away. It took me such a long time, probably 30 minutes just for one nail. But then, as I figured it out for the rest of the nails, it took me around 50 minutes, I think, so it was way faster. And also, I was not doing it like one by one. I was doing the foundation on all nails, then the background for the rest of them, so it's always like that. When you're trying something for the first time, it's always taking a long time because you're just figuring it out. Your hands have no idea how to move. But once you figure it out, then it is so much faster. Then I encapsulate this part with a crackled ice with a clear gel, as well as the rest of the nail. Remember, this was not a finished nail yet, so when you do this foundation and add glitter, it is important to not make this nail super thick at the beginning, so you will have some space to add more product on the top. And by the way, yes, it is absolutely safe and fine to encapsulate the gel polish because these products perfectly work together. Since we already slightly shaped the nail, remember we filed the sidewalls already, now we do not need to worry about that and there's less filing left. All I need to do is to buff the surface, especially in this area, and I used a 180 grit buffer. Then I'm using an ink drops white color, apply it in the center, and then with the alcohol I'm slightly going to move them around to create thin lines. Can you guys please recommend some good quality bright white ink drops for me? Because I have many of them. I have the one by Cherry and Nail Job, I have a Nailcou and many others, but I'm never happy with the white color. I mean, all the rest of the colors are awesome, but most whites, they're just too pale. So if you know the one, please let me know. After playing around with the ink drops, I switched to the regular gel polish, and this is the white gel polish already. With a liner brush, I create an abstract lines. You do not need to worry about them being super thin or placing them in a certain direction. Just do abstract. Try to avoid curves. This line's supposed to be mostly geometrical and straight because we are imitating ice. I used some alcohol to clean some lines and to make them thinner. By the way, this is the great tool if you are not confident about the lines that you create. You can use it wherever you work with a gel polish or with a gel, but keep in mind you can only do this if you're working on hard gel nails or on polygel nails. Do not use this trick on top of acrylic nails because you know that acetone is not the friend of acrylic nails. It's actually used to remove them. I used the exact same color I used for the background to seal it all, and this gel polish is not a jelly color, but it is half transparent, so I thought it will be a great idea to apply it on the top. But I applied it only halfway, and then with the ombre brush I do this fade into clear. And finally, this is the last layer, I promise, sealing with a top coat cure, and this is the final look. What do you think, guys? We also need to seal the rest of the nails. By the way, I decided to not do this design on every single nail. I just did 2 nails in the center, the middle and the ring one, and for the rest of the nails, I simply did an ombre from blue into clear. This is the final look. What do you think? Thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time here on my channel, please consider subscribing as I post new tutorials just like this one every week. And I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.